Hello indie game fans, here are more indie games to look forward to, including some notable sequels and spin-offs. So let's begin with LOTL, a neat-looking action-adventure title in which you play as legendary axolotl warriors battling against the forces of Lord Voidborn in order to free the land, having a neat art style and good-looking action. Isopod, a web spin-off, is as advertised, coming to us from the developer of the 2D platformer Webbed, in which you play as a spider, with their next game taking things into 3D in which you play as a pill bug instead. Of course, the transition from 2D to 3D is not an easy one if history is anything to go by, but the developers seem to have things under control since it looks pretty good here. In particular, the ability to curl up into a ball and then to roll across the terrain, ricochet off surfaces, or just to bounce off things looks fun, with some notable non-Isopod-like behaviour like having a grappling hook, so the potential is there for this to be fun as well.
In a world dominated by big data and rapid tech advancement, artificial intelligence looms ominously over your lives. The sinister hide in the shadows, manipulating technology to spy.
This video is brought to you by Cyber Manhunt New World, the sequel to an award-winning and pretty popular game from 2021 set against the backdrop of big data, hacking, privacy and AI, with the sequel looking to be similar but better. You play as an AI in a major corporation having to navigate very real-world problems that have to do with the above, such as social engineering tactics to trick your way into getting access, to phishing incidents, voice manipulation, password cracking and more. The puzzle game-like nature of the game is interconnected with a larger narrative with distinct characters that you will come to know, and it's a game that might hit close to home. So don't miss your chance to embark on this journey through the digital shadows. The demo is available right now today on Steam on the 14th of November, so play it via the link in the description below and wishlist the game if interested. Furthermore, the developers are hosting an exclusive Steam card giveaway on their Twitter page, link also in the description, so head on over to join the excitement.
The show is about to begin. Welcome to the new world.
Indie developer Hoopo Games sold the Risk of Rain IP to Gearbox a little while back, and we're beginning to see what some people might call the milking of the franchise, with the newly announced Risk of Rain Hostile Worlds turning this into an isometric action roguelite, which differs greatly from its platformer roots. So, what's the problem, you might ask? Well, this has been announced to be mobile only, so cue the groans and suspicion around it, since the way mobile games are designed and monetized are pretty suspect, and according to their FAQ, it's a free-to-play title with optional microtransactions, being a self-described hero collector type game in which you pull for random survivors, which sure sounds like a gacha game to me, so RIP I guess.
It's almost time. Are you ready?
Think so. Anything I need to look out for this time?
Sure is. The twins.
They seem nice.
They're elite class racers. Don't be deceived, the cute exterior is very much just for show. They're vicious and out for blood. Alright, good luck, and Asta, stay safe out there.
Gotcha.
We got a new look at the gameplay for RESISTOR, a very interesting narrative-driven RPG with racing and vehicular combat taking center stage. I do think that it's a clever take on the genre, since the straight-up racing game might be on the decline, say for mega huge games like the Forza series, so adding a narrative layer on top makes sense. Then again, I don't know who the target audience is for a Telltale-style narrative game combined with a racing game, but hey, I applaud them for trying and has a fantastic art style to boot. I came across this title on Twitter, in which Astromeda is an interesting looking adventure RPG title that, while having turn-based combat, seems to be more Undertale adjacent as compared to the classic Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest style games. Play as a human who returns to Earth, which has been overtaken by intelligent bacteria, in which you can befriend or fight the characters, which again has to be Undertale inspired. Apparently this game was successfully kickstarted a little while back and now has a Steam page open for wishlists, so if you enjoy interesting RPGs, why not give this one a shot.
There you are! Do come in!
I do have a soft spot for shopkeeping simulations, in which Trash Goblin is one of these, in which you gather trinkets, clean and upcycle them to sell for profit, so that you can expand and upgrade the shop, buy new tooling and more.
Adopted by a kindly antique dealer with a shady past to scrimp and save by taking delivery of lumps of God knows what called craft. And then carefully, ever so carefully, chip away at the crusty rubbish until you reveal whatever trinket is hiding within.
There will be a unique cast of characters to get to know and haggle with, and you can even expand the business across multiple districts in town, looking to be rather wholesome.
Are your customers? Meet their needs, learn their preferences, and peccadillos. It all gives you an edge. Sometimes even they don't know what they want. But you can invest whatever profit you make into new tools.
They're gearing up for a Kickstarter campaign, so follow them over there to be the first to know when it launches.
Give new life to old rubbish with paint jobs and patterns of your own choosing. Even combine trinkets and accessorize them however you want. The possibilities are endless. There are all sorts of trinkets for all sorts of people. As they say, one goblin's trash is another goblin's treasure.
I had this dream where I could fly. A dream where I could turn day into night in an instant. But when I woke up, I was still there. The locals call me Traveler and tell me about the travelers that came before me. This land is full of marvel.
Speaking of Kickstarter, here's a neat looking title that has already been fully funded and is in the waning hours of the campaign in Night Stones, an adventure exploration title in which you have the power of the Night Stones, which can turn day into night. You have to use this power as best you can to help the various characters in the world, and while there appears to be enemies, I don't think you're able to directly attack them, instead having to outwit them using your mind, so I hope the puzzles and central narrative in this are good.
I am not the first traveler, but I will certainly be the last.
If you receive this message, know the following. I am no low-born vermin. Her perfection is part of me.
Cynically, this was announced on the same day of release as Risk of Rain Returns and the earlier mentioned Risk of Rain Hostile Worlds, in which Risk of Rain 2 Seekers of the Storm is the next paid DLC to the tremendously popular 3D roguelike platformer. While we only have an animated trailer, this DLC adds new survivors, new areas and more, and given the success of the base game, it's difficult to screw up, but there are already comments from the community that this is damage control for the mobile gacha game, but hey, more Risk of Rain 2.
I was changed. Now, a new salvation comes for them all. None shall bind me.
I've been posting clips of this game on my Shorts feed since I think that Little Lands is one of the best looking upcoming titles, combining elements of an action-adventure game like Zelda with more classic farming and life sim titles. The 3D assets in this look wonderful, with exploration and uncovering secrets being a central part of the game, and dare I say, could possibly be a Tunic-like game. However, before you get too excited, there's some background info that you might want to know. This developer was previously working on Kokopa's Atlas, which was successfully kickstarted in 2021, but due to stress and health-related issues, he ceded control of the game and the IP to the publisher in January 2022, who found a new team to work on it, but suddenly, he's back with a new game and a new publisher no less. So let's hope this game pans out, since I really do think that it looks great. The next game from the developers of 9 Years of Shadows was just announced a little while back, with the Kickstarter campaign just launching a week ago for Mariachi Legends, which, at just 1 week in, has more than tripled its target and is sitting at $157,000 as of recording. It sports their signature awesome pixel art style, which looks amazing, in which you become Death's right-hand man and have to stop a bunch of criminals before the Day of the Dead. You play as a detective named Pablo Cruz, making a deal with Death that allows him to transform into La Sombra, not that one, aka The Shadow, which gives him the powers to fight back against criminals, but in exchange, he needs to hunt down a man who defied Death to become immortal. The pixel art in this is so good, and the Mexican afterlife-inspired setting is awesome, see Guacamelee for example, so let's hope that this is better than their previous game and should be a fantastic Metroidvania that is supposed to release next year as well, with more of the best Metroidvanias in this video.